You don't lack motivation. You lack discipline. I used to tell myself I wasn't motivated enough. I used to say, gosh, why am I not doing my best? Why am I not hitting my goals? Why am I waiting around? Why do I not feel good enough to do this? I needed to feel inspired to work. I needed to see my Pinterest board. I needed to see the dream life that I wanted to feel inspired to do the work. And that is not how an elegant woman lives her life. That is not how anyone who is successful lives their life. You cannot get the success you want by waiting for motivation to hit you. Why? Well, I'm sure you've heard it all before, but motivation is not there when you need it to be. Motivation will not help you get out of bed at 5 a.m. Motivation will not be there 365 days a year, 24/7. But discipline and consistency will. It will always be there for you. It will always be there because it is programmed in your system, because you decided to build the discipline that you need to get things done. Motivation comes and goes. You feel it one day and it's gone the next. But if you built a habit for over 21 plus days, that is there every single day without you having to think about it. How so? Because you made the choice to build it, whether it's good or not. For example, waking up in the morning, doom scrolling. Eventually, if you do that so many days, every single day, you won't even be thinking about it. It's nature. It's a part of you. It becomes your habit. However, 5 a.m. hits, you immediately jump out of bed and you make your bed, and you do that consistently. That is your new mundane habit. Whether you think it's there or not, you don't think about it because it's happening whether you like it or not. It's in your system. It's what you decided to do, and now your brain is working that wheel consistently without you thinking about it. The same way I breathe, the same way you eat, the same way you swallow, you blink your eyes. I'm not thinking about it. It just happens because it's habit. So if your life depends on motivation, you will not get far, and you will feel that deep inconsistency. And from there, you start judging yourself. Why am I not good enough? Why am I not succeeding? I can never be like her. I can never hit my goals. It's not emotional. It's just discipline. And once you learn that, that is your secret, 100% to winning in your life. Discipline becomes tied to your identity. In our last video, we spoke about becoming her and what she identifies with, what she does, how she lives her life. That all comes from consistency and discipline and systems. So if your discipline is working out, eating healthy, drinking your water, taking care of your children, always do that, then that's who you are. You show up. You show up whether you feel like it or not. But motivation, it's not congruent. It's not going to help you grow. It won't help you hike up the mountain. You'll just be dreaming about hiking up the mountain. And the next thing you know, 5 years passed, 10 years passed, 20 years passed. And you look back and you say, man, I wish I did what I wanted to do. The woman you want to become is disciplined. Even if you're not sure what those disciplines are now, you can look up to other women and see what they do, see how they live, and you can start seeing the disciplines that they have. Some women have a strict morning routine. Other women, they don't really care for their mornings. However, their evenings and afternoons are very disciplined in what they do and who they spend their time with. What does your honest day look like? Do you know? On a daily basis, do you know what you do? If someone came up to you and asked you to write a book about your life, what would you say? Daily. If you could read a book about your life, that is automatically programming automatically writing down everything you do? Would you be shocked, or would you be impressed? Discipline comes from the daily grind, the daily works, the little things. They build up. Waiting to feel ready in your life will keep you stuck there. If you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait to simply go to the gym, get a membership, paint a picture, write back to someone, text somebody back, it won't happen. And then you have regrets. And I don't want you to live your life in the next 20 years regretting that you didn't make that leap out of fear or anxiety or depression, whatever you have happening or going on. Don't be scared to live, because every day is a blessing. We're here. We can do it. As scary as it is, just do it. Nike was right about that. Just do it. Every day, though. They should add that. Every single day. Just do it. And the secret to real confidence is building that discipline. Motivation won't be there to build your confidence, or at least if you make your Pinterest boards and you feel motivated, you might have a little hike of confidence, but in reality, that's just dopamine. And dopamine does not stay long enough on a daily, consistent basis. However, when discipline is there, confidence is built because you already did it over and over, and you know it's not scary anymore. You know that you can do it, and you know how to do it. You are fearless. And that builds your confidence. Because once you have discipline built and your confidence is up there, you are slowly becoming the woman who shows up and who has made her life different. Next thing you know, you're living the life that you always dreamed of, and you didn't even realize it. You might acknowledge it, of course, but when you look back, you just see that you just did the habits that you needed to do to get there in the first place. That's how we grow. And that's the secret to success. Once you decide to choose comfort over growth, you start to slow down your life. However, if you learn to choose discipline, systems, and habits that help you get to your goals, you will see that life just starts happening beautifully, the way you want it to. No more excuses. No more hiding behind fear that isn't true. No more overthinking, which leads to procrastination. And it's important to know that you can be a very productive person and feel that procrastination, and you can feel that anxiety and fear because you know something that you might do might change your life. You put too much pressure on yourself instead of just doing the work. It's very interesting too, because we go to our jobs, for example, and we give it our all 24/7. We hustle, we make those notes, we make those emails, we do what needs to be done because we see a value tied to it. We see our value tied to it. And we don't do that for ourselves. Why is that? Life is too short to not put yourself first. And I'm not saying in a narcissistic way. I'm saying in a disciplined way, a boundary way. Put yourself first. Do what needs to be done. Yes, dream big, but don't dream every single day and become a success zombie. A lot of people get trapped in that, and we're not here to be zombies. We're here to fight and win. I'm still building discipline myself. But now I know that it's not about how I feel. It's about what I do and how I change my life for the better. This is the very first video for the Discipline Diary series. Like and subscribe, and comment down below what discipline are you going to do today and every single day that will help you get to your goal.